Oh, wow, cool. Nice. Gemini is taking notes.
تمام سامعين اهي. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's put this away. Okay.
We can start now.
Oh, we could start?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, great. Fantastic. Firstly, oh, there's a kind of
Okay.
echo. Yep. Okay. Firstly, good afternoon and good evening from Tokyo, which is where I'm at right now. Okay. The people in the back, I can see the camera. The people in the back near the window, can you hear me? Is my volume okay? It's okay? All right. Okay. Okay, great. Now, before we begin, um, let me just tell you a little bit about myself. Okay. And actually, we have a lot, I have a lot to talk about in such a short time. Okay. So I will try to be as concise and clear as possible. Okay. Now, just some background about me and the Itchy Olive. So, um, as I said, I'm in Tokyo right now. However, I'm not Japanese. Okay. I'm not Japanese. I just live and I work here. I'm originally from San Francisco in California, but I've been in Japan now for a long time, over 20 years. Okay. And I started the Itchy Olive um, November 2024. And the target really was to support people from Gaza to find work. Okay. And so, yeah, 2024, 2025, I've been in touch with many people from Palestine. So I have an understanding about your situation there, but I don't think I really understand. Okay. So, but from what I know, I've put together a presentation which I hope will be helpful for you when looking for remote work. Okay. I know it's a bit, how do I say, a bit chaotic and very crazy right now. The situation now. I understand that, and I really have no words to explain my sorrow for that. Okay, but I will try to provide some useful information for you today. Okay, again, we only have such a short time, but I have a lot of things to say. But I hope that in the future we can have other events, other workshops, etc. Okay. Now let me just change to this. Can you see me? Can you see my
No, we
face?
can't see you. No,
You
no.
cannot. You cannot see me. Okay. 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 You don't need to see. I will switch between cameras, and so it's no problem. Okay. So today, firstly, I want to say thank you to the people at Gaza Talents for help organize this event today. Okay. Now, before I go further, I want to tell you my motivation. Why? Why am I doing this work? Why am I doing this volunteer work? Why this? Why this workshop specifically about CV or resume? Okay, so several of the people that I've met through the Itchy Olive, several of the people from Gaza or that are in Cairo, I've spoken to them. They've told me about their remote work situation. And almost all of them have told me that they have found remote work, for example, with companies based in the Gulf states, Arab countries, and some in the West Bank. And they told me that their salary is like three US dollars an hour. And I was very shocked about that. These are very skilled people. And I think that these people, they should be getting paid higher, especially for their skills. Okay. So today, basically, I have basically one goal. My goal, not only for today, but also for Itchy Olive and maybe collaborating with Gaza talents. And my goal is I would like for the people in Gaza, especially the skilled people, I would like for you to compete in the international job market and get paid for the same salary as the people in Europe or in the United States, etc. $3 an hour is a bit too low, I think. And again, these are people, the ones who I've met, very skilled, and their value is quite high, I think. So I want to share with you some of my thoughts on how to get jobs in foreign countries with companies based in abroad, and hopefully get paid the same amount as those people in the United States or Europe, etc. Okay, so that's really my goal. Okay, is to teach you or to share with you some of my thoughts on how you can maybe get a job like that. Okay. Now, again, I could see the people in the back. Could you just put a thumbs up if you could hear me, if you can understand? Fantastic. Great, 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 great. Okay. So, the advertisement was really for about CV. However, when I thought about it, I thought there's really a lot to talk about. So today, there are two things that I'd like to discuss with you, two parts. Okay. The first part is about the CV, and the second part is about networking. Okay. Making connections, getting in touch with people outside of Gaza, and who might be able to assist you in finding high paying jobs. Okay. So those are two parts. Okay. Those are two parts for today: CV and networking. Okay. Now, first about CV. Okay. Now, maybe some of you know, of course, I don't know you. Okay. I don't know you. Some of you probably have very high experience, and some of you maybe don't have so much experience. Okay. And that's fine. Okay. So, what you should think about is that each company is different. Okay. Each company is different, which means that you should prepare your CV just for that one company. Don't make only one CV and send it to the same to different companies. Okay, this is especially now. I know it's a lot of work. I know some people might get lazy, like me. Make one CV and then you send it to 10 companies. Don't do that. Okay. Don't do that. You should really, really prepare one CV for one company, another CV for a different company. Okay. And I will talk about that in detail more. Okay. Now, these days, when you apply for a job online, you send your CV, etc. Okay. It's very automated now. Okay. And in this situation, 75%, 75% of people who send their CVs, they get rejected. Okay. They get rejected. Okay. Why? because there's something called applicant tracking, applicant tracking system. Raise your hand. Who knows what this is? Who has heard of this applicant tracking system? Okay. Yep. Okay. All right. Great. So applicant tracking system, or better known as ATS. This is super important. And it's because of this is why 75% of the people get rejected by basically AI. That's a computer. That's not a human being. Okay. Now, what is ATS? What is this? An ATS reads resumes. It looks for important key words, and it filters out applicants who don't match. Sorry, there's a hand up. Sorry, Adnan, just please wait. And so in ATS, it helps recruiters find the right people faster. Okay. So you upload your CV, automatically it's going to go to a computer, and that computer is going to scan your CV, your resume. Adnan, you have a question?
To talk about the applicant tracker system.
Sorry, one more time.
You said who know what is the applicant tracker system?
Yeah. So when you send your CV online, it gets each company, they will have their own settings for what they're looking for. Okay. So the company's ATS will judge your resume or your CV. And if it passes their standards, their qualifications, then your CV will come to a human being. Okay. So an ATS doesn't mean that you got the job. It only means that you've passed the first step. Okay. Then after the human being has your CV, they will probably have 20 or 30 CVs in front of them. And then they will start to check even further. Okay. Did I answer your question, Adnan?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So today I want to give you more information about how to prepare your CV for ATS. Okay. And fortunately, we have AI, ChatGPT, etc., to help create a strong CV that will hopefully be strong for ATS. Okay. Again, in the people in the people in the back, are you okay? Can you hear me? No problem. Okay, fantastic. Okay. Now, maybe you have a memo or a piece of paper or something, or it's okay. It's okay. No problem. Now, step one, after you find a job description, okay, print out the PDF of the job. Okay, let's just say company A. You print out that job description, okay, and together with your CV, okay, you're going to put those two things, the job description and your CV. You're going to put it into, let's just say, ChatGPT, okay? Then you're going to put this prompt. Can you read this prompt? Don't worry. I will send you a PDF of all of this. You don't have to write it down. Okay, this prompt here. Act as a senior recruiter. Compare my resume or CV against the job description. Give me a match score out of 100 and the top 5 missing key words. Okay. So this is just the first step. Okay. ChatGPT is analyzing your current CV. Okay. Then whatever output it comes, you're going to revise it. Okay. You're going to change it, but not yet. Okay. Because you have to wait for prompt number 2. Here is prompt number 2. Okay. Again, this will be on a PDF later. I'll give it to you, so don't worry. Prompt number 2 is rewrite my experience section to naturally include these missing key words. Okay. Use the XYZ formula. Raise your hand. Who has heard of the XYZ formula? Okay, no problem, no problem. This is a system developed by someone at Google. Okay, it's called the XYZ formula. Okay, use the XYZ formula. Do not fabricate anything. Means don't tell a lie. Okay. Make my CV unrejectable. Okay. You're telling ChatGPT to make it as strong as possible with the data that's on your CV without, how do I say, without lying, basically. Okay. So you revise your CV. Okay. After you have all that information, change your CV. Okay. Rewrite it specifically for that company. Okay. Then you upload it again in the same conversation. Act as an ATS. Scan my resume or CV for formatting or content issues that could cause rejection or misreading by a bot. Okay. So ATS is even checking font style, font size, keywords, etc. Okay. Even things in the footer or the header, ATS is going to ignore that. Okay. List every single problem. Okay. So that's round 2 with ChatGPT. Okay. You're going to revise your CV. Okay. Again, this is just for a specific job. Okay. I know it's a lot of work, but that's what you need to do if you want to challenge, how do I say, very competitive jobs. Okay. Now, let me tell you briefly about the XYZ formula. Okay. This is something which I see many people, their resumes, their CVs are lacking. Okay. This is the XYZ formula. Okay. X is what, this is when you describe about your experience, your job, what have you done? Okay. What have you done? How was it measured? And how did you do it? Okay. This is what you use when you describe your experience. Okay. Now, for example, this is what I often see on resumes. They put their name, phone number, etc., their education, and then their job experience. They put something like managed social media accounts. I see this a lot. One sentence. Okay. Well, this is going to fail. This is going to automatically get rejected. Okay. This does not follow an XYZ formula. So how do we change it to be more like a XYZ? Well, instead of manage social media accounts, you could be more specific to grew Instagram following by 80% as measured by monthly follower analytics by creating a consistent posting schedule and engaging with niche design communities. Okay. This is a job description that follows an XYZ formula. Okay. Looks something like that. There's the XYZ. Okay. Very, very different from just social media manager. That doesn't really show anything. Okay. You want some numbers, you want data. They want to see results. Okay. They want to see what can you do? What are you capable of doing? Okay. And if you don't have these types of things, you need to get more experience. Okay. You need to, I don't know, volunteer. But this is when you compete with people in the international job market, that's what many of them are doing now. Okay. So that's just about the content of your CV. Okay. Just only the content. Okay. Make it strong for ATS. Okay. Again, I will have a PDF later, which will explain these in detail. Okay. Now, the second thing is about CV layout. Okay. Now, this is another kind of, how do I say, not dangerous, but a common problem that I see, especially with things like Canva or templates. Okay. I know people want to use these things to make their CVs look impressive or look cool or make it stand out. But if you are dealing with a human, if you pass your CV directly to a human, that's a different story. Then you have some space to be more creative in your CV design. However, again, when you're talking about ATS, this is a machine. You want your CV to be strategic. Yes, it's boring, like this. Okay. The one on the left side is ATS. Whatchamacallit? It's ATS optimized. And then the one on the right, again, these people, they want to be more creative, which is no problem. So it really depends on the company that you are applying for. But, places like Google or Amazon or big companies like that, they will probably get rejected by the ATS machine. Okay. Remember, the strategy is just to get the interview first. Get the interview first. Okay. That's your objective. Get past that first gate. Okay. And again, 75% get rejected. Okay. However, for me, I come from a kind of like a photography background, design background. And I can give my CV directly to another artist or an editor or something like that. Okay. So again, each company is different. So prepare your CV accordingly. Okay. Now, I have a little bit of bad news. Bad news is that everyone knows this now. Many people know about ATS. Many people now are using AI to develop their CVs. So the competition is getting stronger and stronger and stronger. So what you have on your CV, the content, the contents of your CV is really, really going to be crucial. And if you don't have that, then it's going to get rejected. Okay. Now, again, I mentioned that for me, my objective for you is to hopefully find positions at international companies that pay higher than $3 an hour. Okay. But please remember, you will be competing against other people outside of Gaza. So that's your competition. Okay. If you are competing with a different company, maybe they're not so strict, or maybe they don't have an ATS system, but no problem. You understand still about how to prepare your CV. Your CV would still probably be strong in a non ATS company. Okay. But as much as you can, please try to prepare it for that. So, what do you do then? What do you do when you are competing with so many different people? Okay. All these people. And that's a lot. Okay. Well, this brings me to part 2 of today's workshop. Okay. So let me just say that the CV part is finished. Okay. I will give you the PDF later, which has summarized about what I just talked about. Next, I want to talk about network. Okay. Networking. And this is about communications. Yeah. Making connections. Now, some people, they might think that networking is kind of playing dirty, or it's unfair. Okay. Using your connections, people who you know. Hey, could you help me find a job? Hey, could you, put my resume at the front, etc., etc., etc. Well, that's just the name of the game. Okay. That's life. This just happens. Okay. And I've been in both situations. I've gotten jobs through connections, and I've also hired people because of connections. I've rejected people with PhDs just to hire my friend. This might sound unfair, but that's just the way things work. And by the way, 70% of jobs are not listed. Okay. They don't advertise many jobs. And this is where people start to just find people that they know, and they know that there's an opening, there will be an opening at their company, and they'll start searching for people that they know. So they're not going to advertise a job. Okay. So the people who are connected, headhunters, HR people, that's again luck, having a wide network. That's just the way it works. That's just the reality of things. And I don't mean to brag or anything, but maybe the last 3 jobs that I've gotten in my life have been through connections, through networks. And on the other way, the many of the jobs that I've given, not given, but I've connected people was through word of mouth. Okay. So just because you cannot find a job listing that's on Upwork or Fiverr or on the internet, there are jobs that are somewhere. They're out there. Okay. So we need to find the right people. Okay. You need to start getting connected. Okay. Now I mentioned about, for me, my goal is for you to start competing or start challenging jobs that are outside of Gaza, and for international companies that are a little bit higher paying. So you need to start mingling or start to connect with these people, okay, which I will discuss later, okay? But you need to think, okay? You need to think that, okay, you go into some kind of chat room or a community room, etc. You need to, is that a hand? Oh, okay. Okay. You enter a group. Someone, I hear something. Anyway, you need to ask yourself, why should they connect with you? Okay. Someone is, I don't hear. Okay. You enter a chat room or a community room and you start communicating with people, but you want to be friends with them, you want to make connection with them, but you need to ask yourself, why should they accept your follow? Why should they follow back? Why should they accept your friend request, etc.? And this is where your self brand comes into play. Okay. You really need to kind of advertise yourself somehow, whether it's through social media, whether it's through your posts, whether it's through your how you communicate with others through these groups, which I will explain later shortly. Okay. They want to know who is this person commenting on my post. Okay. Again, I don't mean to brag, but on LinkedIn, I get not lots, but sometimes I get not friend, but like I forgot what you call it, like a request to network. And before I accept, I will check them out. I will check, who is this person? Do I want to connect with them? Do I want to be friends with them? Do they have something that I need that's useful for me, for my work, for my projects, etc.? And if I think that now they're just looking for I don't know, no thanks, I will just ignore it. On the other hand, if I think, oh wow, their background looks pretty cool, I'll check them out on LinkedIn. I'll check out their Instagram. I'll Google search their names, etc. Except if I think that they're helpful for me. Many people are doing that. I'm sure you do that as well. So this is where your brand, your self brand comes into play. Now, here are 3 places where I recommend for you to start hanging out. These places, these platforms are the places you should be connecting with. Join these groups because that's where the people are. That's where the editors are. That's where the HR people are. That's where the people who have information about jobs, etc. Okay. Just, I can see the camera. Just for the people in the camera, raise your hand. Who has a LinkedIn account? Raise your hand if you have a LinkedIn account. Fantastic. Okay. Okay. Reddit. Okay. Reddit. Who has heard of Reddit? Okay. Great. Cool. Discord. Who knows Discord? There you go. Fantastic. Okay. Now, by the way, oh, let me show this to you real quick. In Discord, this is the group I recommend, by the way. There's a group called Tech for Palestine. So this was founded by a guy named Paul Bigar. He's an Irish guy. And as the name sounds, Tech for Palestine, he and his team, they are sympathetic to people in Palestine. Okay. So this is one group that I recommend that you join. Okay. Just quickly raise of hands. Is anyone in this group already? Okay. Okay. So, okay. Great. Great. Okay. Fantastic. Now, by the way, Tech for Palestine, it's obviously for like IT related people. Okay. Now, artists, marketing, to be honest, I don't know where those people hang out. I'm talking about the people who are sympathetic to Palestine, the non-Palestinians who want to help people in Palestine. I don't know of any groups yet that are big and kind of famous. Okay. I'm sure they're out there. I'm sure they're out there. Okay. I'm based in Japan. Later, I will share with you a group. They are very pro-Palestine, and they are trying to, how do I say, they're trying to support people in Gaza find jobs. Now, Japan, it's a bit different because language, the distance, not distance, but the time difference, it's a bit different, okay? But language is really the big problem, okay? But anyway, they exist, okay? There are people out there who want to support you, people out there who want to help you. You just need to find them, okay? Reddit, here's another one. Go here, hang out here. For hire, remote work. These are groups, okay? Make a Reddit account. Join these groups, okay? Be visible. Talk with them. Not talk, but I mean, click like, share, etc. Okay? Same thing goes for LinkedIn, okay? Engage with the people in your industry. If you're in IT, okay, just wait a minute, Majd, wait a minute. If you're in IT, start following IT people, start clicking like, etc. Maybe two or three comments, likes, then follow, okay? Don't just find and follow. Engage with them first, okay? Because if you just go there and you just quickly follow them, they know already. People know already. Okay. I don't recognize this person, and they just suddenly add me as a network. However, if you've been commenting on their posts, like, "Hey, I really like your post," network, add them to your network. Then it's not so strange. Okay. So 2-3 times, develop this rapport, develop this relationship with them, then click add. Okay. Majd, did you have a question? Okay, I guess not.
I want to ask you if you will share this group in Reddit or something like that in PDF or
Yes, Yes. I will send that
Okay.
to you after today. Everything, this whole workshop today, it will be in a PDF. Okay, so don't worry about
I
that.
follow you on
Okay.
Instagram. I follow you on Instagram.
Oh, okay. Okay, great. Thank you. All right. Okay. Now, let's assume that your CV passed. Congratulations. They sent you a email. Hey, let's have an interview. Okay. Now, if that happens, oops.
Okay.
Yep,
Hi.
yep.
Hi. Well, I just want to ask a question.
Yep.
Can you hear me well? Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. When we write a CV, okay, when we write a CV, I would like to ask, is it okay if we use AI, just AI on it, not our thoughts, but it is our experiences?
Yeah. But use AI using those prompts that I told you about. Okay.
Okay.
Have upload the job description, upload your CV, and then follow those prompts. Okay. So absolutely, yes, use AI, but don't tell a lie. Don't put fake information because they'll catch you. They'll catch you. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
The last, I want to ask another question.
Sure.
For the ATS, is it global or just it is for the United Union or something? It is for the it is global.
Yes.
It is global.
Yes. Maybe
Thank you.
90%
Thank you
of
so much.
okay. Maybe 90% of companies use it these days
Okay, another
because it's
question.
okay.
If you know Europass website,
One more time.
Europass website.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that.
Okay, just
Okay. Okay. I'll continue. If you have any questions later, feel free to. We can have this. We can have more Q&A. Okay. But let me just finish. We're almost finished. Okay. Okay. Now, if you are one of the lucky people to be in the 25%, okay. European websites for yes, Europass website. Yes. Many big companies use these now. Okay. Now again, please remember, if you know that the company is send it to Mr. So and so, if you know that it's going directly to someone, then maybe you could be flexible. But if it's an online platform, they're probably using ATS. Okay. Okay. Now let's imagine that you have your very strong CV and you passed. You get invited for an interview. Congratulations. Okay. Congratulations. You still have to, where can we access the information explained? Don't worry, I will send you the PDF, Sarah. Don't worry. Okay. Now, you get to the interview stage. The interview stage is scary. It's scary even for native English speakers. Okay. It's even scary for experienced people. Okay. Just last week, I was talking with someone in Gaza. I'm not going to say her name, but she said she failed because she got super nervous and she couldn't talk. So I said, okay, I understand. Okay, I understand. So next is I want to talk about an English language guide, which I've put together. And it's super, super simple. Okay. It's a PDF. It's very short, but this PDF, can you see the website? Can you see the URL? If you go there, you could download the PDF. And what is this? This is just a simple guide, an English guide, because I know that some English is maybe not your native language, but how to communicate with those people in Reddit, how to comment, how to answer difficult questions, etc. Okay. I've put together a kind of English for professional settings for career development. Okay. It's in PC format and also for mobile format. So you can download it there. Okay. And many of the expressions, I don't think maybe you've learned it in school. Okay. So I tried to design it so that it sounds as natural as possible. And it's good, what do you call it? Good English practice for you anyway. Okay. So again, the interview, it's tough. And this is something which you need training. Okay. As I said, I'm in Japan. I teach at university in Japan. And one of my students, she was challenging a job at Facebook. Okay. And she went through 5 rounds of practice with me, 5 rounds of interview practice. Okay. And that's a type of preparation that you need to be prepared for. Okay. Again, I'm talking about big companies, high-paying companies. That's what I'm talking about. If we're talking about smaller companies, then maybe you don't have to worry so much. Okay. But as much as possible, I would like for you to challenge companies in Europe, in the United States. Why? Because I know that many of you are very, very skilled. You're very, very hardworking. It's unbelievable. Many of the stories that I hear of the people in Gaza, this hardworking, how do I say, mindset. Many people that I know in United States or in Europe, we're at a different level. You guys really, really can endure, and you can't put a price on that. And how do you put that on your CV? Okay, that's tough, and so that's why I'm hoping that today's workshop will give you some motivation to go and challenge those big jobs. Okay, so just to recap, okay, this is a recap, this is a summary. Okay, adapt your CV to each company. Okay, don't just make one CV and think that you can send it to all the other companies. No, don't do that. Okay, because each company is unique. Each company has a different problem that needs to be solved. Okay, and secondly, develop a network of people. Okay, if possible, people who are well connected. Okay, spy on them, research them, Who are these people? I do that all the time. I mean, I don't stalk them, but I check them on a professional basis. Who are these people? Do I want to get in touch with them? Do I want to reach out to them, etc.? Okay. So Discord, Reddit, LinkedIn, start there. I'm pretty sure there are other platforms, but just to be connected with people out in the West, there are people who want to help. Okay. There are people who want to help. Okay. Okay. That is all for now. Finished. Okay. I would now like to open this discussion for any questions, etc. Okay. If you don't have any questions, no problem. You could contact me later. But again, I will send out the PDFs of the summary of today. Okay. But anyway, are there any questions that you'd like to ask or comments, etc.? Adnan, go ahead.
First, thank you for all your information that gave to us. But I have one
You're welcome.
question.
Yes.
The question is how to get experience. So as a software engineering, I apply to a lot of jobs, but a lot of jobs require a lot of experience, like 5 years experience. So
Yeah.
that's okay to lie in CV or what?
No,
Because
no,
I
no,
think
no,
if
no,
you
no.
lie, so what's the solution in this situation?
Yeah, I
Because a
understand.
lot of company require a lot of experience.
Yep. Okay.
And there is
I understand.
not yeah.
I understand. I understand your question. What do you do if you don't have enough experience? Okay. Now, Adnan, not only you, but for many of you, maybe who don't have enough experience, try to maybe volunteer or maybe to create projects on your own. Sorry, my voice is echo. But try to collaborate with people. Hey, I'd like to help you out. Don't worry about payment for right now. Okay.
بس
All
لو
you
تعلي
want.
شوي عشان اسمعه هو بس لو شوية صغيرة. Hello, Mr. Paul. Thank
Yes.
you for your
Yes.
attendance and your kind words. We
Yes.
appreciated your things that you are said to us. It's really will be a big difference in like applying for many jobs. Like me,
You're welcome.
when I heard you about the things that you have said, I realized my problem in why don't I have a job until now. And I have many expertise and a good resume, but today, inshallah, I will fix my problems. But I want to ask a question about if I applying for a job, okay, should I put every expertise, even that not related to this job in my resume, or just to put my expertise that related to that job? That's my question.
That's correct.
Okay, thank
Yes.
you.
Yes. You know, that's a very good question. Now, for example, if you're applying for IT position, an IT job, and your past experience was you were helping to what do you call it? Cook in a restaurant or something. That maybe it's not necessary to put that information. Okay. So actually, you should put your CV through ChatGPT, through AI, see what it says. Okay. Because remember, ChatGPT is going to optimize for ATS. Okay. An IT job and cooking, completely different. Okay. So you don't want to confuse the robot. Okay. I hope I answered your question. Okay. Majd,
Yeah. Hi, Mr. Bull. Thanks to
Yes.
be here with us today.
you're welcome.
By the way, I'm Hanan, and I have a question. So, what things are included in a CV? Like, because I see many people whose differs, like main headings differs from one another or one other. So I know there is main information like personal information and training and experience and so on. But what is the professional one?
Yeah. Okay. So good question. Very good question. So please remember, if you are applying for one of these big companies, let's just say, for example, Google, just example, because that's quite high, then they're going to be quite severe. Okay. And to be honest, if you think that my experience just does not, I'm not matched for that, ChatGPT will probably tell you, because it's going to rank your CV. Okay. And I wouldn't bother trying. Okay. So get the experience first. Now, how do you get experience? You might want to collaborate with people, make projects on your own. Now, by the way, you know, when I see people's like Instagram or their Facebook, I don't mean any offense, but it's all in Arabic. That's fine, because they're in their world. If you want to, how do I say, participate, if you want to look a little bit more international, you might want to add some English to your profile. Okay. Because if it's all Arabic, they will probably think this person is an Arabic speaker only. Okay. However, if you mix it with some English, then maybe they'll think, oh, wow, it's Arabic and English. This person is bilingual, perhaps. So let's give this person a shot. And their CV looks pretty good, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Or is this someone I want to connect with, et cetera. Okay. Now, again, I don't mean any offense, but sometimes when people like click follow on Instagram, I'll check and it's all Arabic. I'll check. Do they follow people that I know? Do they have the same interest? Even if it's all Arabic, for me, it's no problem. But I'm talking about people who are job hunting, okay, or want to make connections. Okay. Oops, I think my video got cut off. Can you see me?
Yes, we can see you. I can see you.
Okay. I don't see the main camera, but anyway. Okay, anyway. So your profile, your social media profile. There you go. Your social media profile. You might want to think to change it to make it more international in flavor. Okay. That's up to you. That's your choice. Okay. I am a software engineer and I have around 2 years experience. Okay. Great. Now, sorry, who was that? Was that Majd? Was that your question, Majd? I didn't.
No, that's not me. If I want
Okay.
ask something, I want ask you, where is you will send the PDF?
Yeah. After after this, I
That's
will
the
send.
first.
Yep.
That's the first question.
I will send it to the organizers. I will send it to Asil.
Okay. And
Okay.
the second question, this is course for just to pass from the ATS. This is
Okay.
algorithm or something. طب, how to pass the meets with the company or the employment?
I'm sorry. Could you just repeat that last part? The last part of your question.
How to pass the meeting when
Interview.
they accept your the CV or and these things. What
Yep.
after that? How to pass the meeting with
Yep.
your
Okay.
I forget
I
the word.
understand. I understand your
The
question.
interview.
Okay.
He talks
The
about
interview.
interview.
Yep. How do
Yeah.
you pass the interview? Okay. So the interview is a little bit more flexible because it's human to human. Okay. It's human to human. Even if, for example, just example, if I have a strong CV, I see the CV. If I'm the person who's hiring, and if I see a strong CV, and if I see that this person is struggling in the interview, um, I understand. I understand that they're nervous. So I will probably say, it's okay, no problem. It's okay, no problem. Um, some people might not be so flexible. Okay. But what I want to know, or what the whole committee wants to know, is, can this person perform? Can this person make profit? Can this person help solve our problems? Even if their speaking level is low, or even if they are so nervous, but if I'm confident that on paper, I look at their experience, wow, they've solved this problem, they solved this problem, they've solved this problem, I will still probably accept that person, even if they had a not so fantastic interview. Okay. So the human connection, that's what you want to get. Pass the interview, get the human in front of you, then there's some flexibility. Okay. I hope that answers your question, Majd.
Yes, thanks you. That's very
Okay.
good.
Okay. All right. So I hope that the PDF, the English guide, will help you. Okay. But yeah, I mean, someone put they had 2 years software experience, some 2 years experience. By the way, I suggest that some of you might want to even volunteer some of your time. Hey, you're working on a project, I can help do the coding for you. Is it a small project? Yeah, I could help you with that. No money, it's okay, no problem. It's okay, no problem. Help them out. Okay. Then you can say, oh, can I put that experience on my resume? Can I put that on my CV? Yeah, sure, go ahead. Okay. And if they see that you've collaborated with people from international companies, or from other countries, then they'll probably think, oh, this person can work on our team. Okay. I saw some script there. I couldn't read it, but it's in Arabic. But okay. Is there anything else? Okay. Maybe it was telling me for time. Yes. Just a couple of things. Two things, just two last things before we finish today. Two things. Number one is, I'm making a promotional video for Gaza Talents. Okay. And I'm looking for people who have some experience who knows how to shoot video. Okay. And I need video footage of Gaza now. So if you know anyone that can assist me to help get some video footage, I would be very, very grateful. Okay. And the purpose is to make a promotional video for Gaza talents, and it's to raise money so that the workspace, I believe, it needs money for electricity and other things. Okay. That's number one. Okay. Number two is in the future, this is with the Itchy Olive. Okay. We will probably be looking for 3 to 4, how do I say, team members. Okay. And these 4 people, I will give them 1 year's subscription to like ChatGPT or Claude. Okay. 4 people will get 1 year subscription to an AI service. Okay. Because I know even myself, I'm doing all the free ones, and then you run out of time, you got to wait, etc. Okay. However, if you have a paid subscription, you could do a lot more work and maybe do a lot more projects, especially with Claude these days. Okay. So in the future, I think maybe next month, we will be launching that. Okay. So we'll be looking for 4 to 5, 3 or 4 people in Gaza, and to do some work. And in exchange, we will give you 1 year's subscription to an AI service. Okay. I hope that makes sense. Okay. So anyway, again, today's presentation, I have it all in a PDF. I will send it to Asil. Can you give us a, yes. Yes, it's theitchyolive.org. That's the website, theitchyolive.org. Okay. It will be on the, please ask Asil or the other Gaza talents people. They will have that information. Okay. And by the way, if you follow me on social media, please tell me, hey, PayPal, I was at your presentation, etc., etc., etc. Then I know, then I'll follow back. And hey, hi, thank you, blah, 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 blah. Because I get a lot. Okay. I get a lot. Okay. Okay. Anyway, I hope today it was short. There's really a lot more to talk about, but today was just kind of like the appetizer or the beginning. Okay. There's really a lot more to discuss, which we don't have time. I don't have time. Okay. However, if you do pass for a big company and you need some help with an interview practice, let me know, and I'll try to make time for you to help you role play an interview in English. Okay. If you pass the interview, for the interview. Okay. All right. Okay. Anyway, to everyone, and also to all the Gaza Talents people, thank you very much for organizing this and for attending. I wish you the best of luck in your career hunting. I currently work on photography schools in Gaza. Oh, okay. Montaha, please contact me. Anyway, thank you for your time. And yeah, again, I wish all of you the best. Okay. So please ask Asil. She will have the PDF for today. And you can also check the itchyolive.org workshops. Go to workshops and you'll see the information about the English guide. Okay? All right. So, all right. Again, thank you. And Asil, any last words? Are we okay? Noor?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, so Asil, I will send you the PDFs, okay?
Okay, okay.
Okay. So until next time.
I will add you to group WhatsApp, inshallah, with the
Okay.
team, inshallah.
Sure. Okay. That's great. And please check the I will send the PDFs and please send it to everyone there. Okay? Okay. All right,
Inshallah.
everyone. Okay. So thank you. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you, Sarah. All right. Well,
Hi,
goodbye
Mr.
and
Wood.
good. Okay.
Hello, Mr. Wood. How are you? How
I'm
are you?
fine.
I'm Sabil. I'm Sabil Bardawi. Thank you
Oh,
very much.
Hasabir.
How are you?
I'm fine.
Thank you very much for this workshop and all the information. Inshallah, we will create a group after this session, and we will add all the group. And if you want, we add you in this group. We will to do it. Okay. And thank you for all information you say for us. Thanks.
You're welcome. And until next time. Okay? I will
Inshallah.
be
Maj.
okay.
Okay.
Maj, you have a question?
I just want to say thanks you for this session and this conversation. And in Japanese we say arigato gozaimasu, I think.
You're welcome, Majd.
Okay, you're welcome.
You're welcome. And everyone, please take care. Everyone, please take care. Okay? All right.
I hope so. Okay. I hope for everyone in this session to create a feedback in LinkedIn. In LinkedIn, create a post and tags Gaza Talents and Mr. Bull and Asil and me, Sabil and Muna, Team Gaza Talents. And to inshallah, after this, we will create more workshops like this and help you how to create a social media brands and develop a CV and like this, inshallah.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm looking forward. Okay.
Inshallah.
Okay.
You have this
All right.
Any question?
You're okay? All right. Okay, Asil. Okay.
That's all.
Oh, Asil, later, could you please take a group photo of them?
Yes, yes.
Okay. All right. Okay. Good night from Tokyo. Okay, goodbye. All right. Okay. Goodbye. Bye-bye.
Goodbye, Mr. Paul. Goodbye.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, pick it up.